Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Field Engineer Community channel. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about a new program that we launched maybe a month ago or so, and we called it Coach on Call. I have with me here my colleague, Charlie Apps. Hello, Charlie.
Hi, Guy.
So this program we put together recently, and we made it so the community can benefit from it for all the field engineers who are members of the community. And I will let Charlie maybe start by sharing the page on this video so you can see where it is, how to access it, and some details.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Guy. Log into the Field Engineer website. At the top, you'll see there is a Coach on Call section. And if you click that, that will take you to a page which describes a little bit about the program that's only available to members. It is a free program, but there are certain limitations. But it's very simple. If you scroll down to the bottom, put in your name, put in a contact email address with the message. It's important you give us some context around that message, what it is that the issue that you want to address, and that will give you access to a number of our volunteers. People aren't getting paid for this, so again, it's a voluntary service, but that's going to give you hopefully some helpful advice and access to one of our coaches.
Just to mention some details from that page also, if you don't mind scrolling up a little bit, Charlie, this is where we mentioned some examples just a little bit further down. Some examples in recent issues that we were involved in. You see some examples here, like, for example, a field engineer who had two job offers and was not sure which one to choose. He came to us and we helped him. And you can see other examples here. But what we want to share with you today is some examples that Charlie and I had, and talk a little bit about them and how the person benefited, and also how to go about it so you can benefit the best. Charlie, if you don't mind sharing maybe one or two instances where maybe you were the subject of coaching, or maybe you coached someone.
Sure. So some examples that I can think of. Very recently, I've been having outside of my professional life, I've been having a running coach. And the benefit of this, for me, the primary driver is to hold me account. So I have things written down of things I must do, and I talk over with that person what we're going to do, and it helps me to achieve the targets that we agree and set upon, and that transfers really nicely over to any kind of work and professional coaching. Set out what you want to achieve, write it down, and a coach is very good at then holding you account to what you say you're going to do. So if you have a particular goal in mind, write it down and have a coach hold you to account. I have also done some mentoring, and again, using some of my experience to help those that I'm mentoring to look at again, professional goals, look at realistic timescales, and help with some decision making. People sometimes can get into a view particularly when they're fresh out of school or education, university. The world of work is very different, and how you approach that and how you look at your career and proceed. Sometimes it just needs an extra external bit of help to be clear on what your goals and ambitions are. How about you, Guy? You've clearly got some experience.
Yes, actually, I want to share an experience that I had where I wished I had a coach or a mentor. It was the first time I became a manager. So I'm a new manager. Sometimes you imagine what management is until you are the manager, and then you have to have that responsibility of making decisions, managing the team, coaching the team, mentoring the team, and being the leader in the team. And I wish I had a coach at the time. But years later, I realized that I'm happy that my manager did not coach me, because everything that I observed with him is the opposite of the manager that I wanted to be. He was micromanaging, he was condescending, all the bad things that you can see in a person, and that was his way of managing. And he said, I manage by fear. So that's not the type of manager I wanted to be, and I thank God he did not coach me. Another instance is where I coached someone who reached out to me on LinkedIn, even before the field engineer community happened to me. He saw me online and he reached out to me because he saw that I worked at the company where he was applying, and he needed help because he was moving from one province in Canada to another. And even though it's one country, between provinces there are differences that are cultural, financial, governmental, you name it. So I gladly helped him, and he is now living in Montreal, and he's working for a reputable company. He was a field engineer before, and he was working at a bench in a workshop to repair equipment, and now he's back in the field as a field engineer. And I'm still in touch with him, just checking on him from time to time. And one thing you mentioned, Charlie, that is very important is accountability. The coach holds the person who he is coaching accountable, and this is the only way to drive things forward for that person. And what makes the difference is that the coach is really committed to helping that person, having the empathy for that person, for the situation they are in, and having their best at heart. So the coach wants to help the person, and whomever is looking for coaching can keep that in mind, that whomever is your coach on this community, there are a few of us that welcome your needs for coaching. And the idea is to give you a few minutes of our time to help you the best way we can. So coaching is a necessity. I needed it and didn't have it. And now, with our experience and expertise and knowledge, I hope we can help a lot of people in the community to advance their careers and their lives.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think the value of having access to those who've been there before, I think is something really, really valuable, and a great benefit to being part of the community and getting engaged with some of the things we do at the Field Engineer. Thank you very much, Guy. I guess we look forward to hearing from our members. Anyone who needs some support, as we say, go and fill out the form, and I think we can guarantee a fairly swift response. It won't necessarily be within 5 minutes, but it'll certainly be a fairly quick turnaround. So please use the facility, and we'll look forward to speaking to some of our members on Coach on Call.
Right. And the idea is to respond within 24 hours from the moment they leave the message. And keep in mind the time difference. If you are in a country and your coach is another country. So also, once you see this video or you listen to it in a podcast, please leave us your comments if you like the idea and maybe you want to try it, see how it works for you. We're here to help. Thank you, Charlie.
Thanks very much, Guy. See you on the next one.